Hey guys, it's Caleb. I got a couple people asking for another video, but didn't really give me any topics, so I'm kind of just winging it. Today is Valentine's Day, and I am doing something with Melissa for Valentine's Day. Um, Basically, things are just, like, I don't know, we're still really good. It's just, I'm kind of feeling a little bit lost and kind of, trying to figure out who I am and what I want to decide and that sort of thing, so it tends to make me feel a little bit underappreciated when she's, kind of going through the exact same thing with her life. So, and I've been really like hormonal and shit, so I think that's definitely a factor. But anyways, my plan for today is that I'm supposed to meet Melissa at her house, which isn't very far from mine, so I'm gonna take the bus down to the nearest grocery store and hope that they still have some white roses to give her, because she told me once that those are her favorites, so I figured what better day than today to give her some. And then I'm taking her down to Kensington, which I've mentioned before is kind of like the really hipster area of Calgary, and basically it's just a bunch of tea shops and old movie theaters and stuff like that. So I figured it'd be nice for us to just kind of go down and hang around and that sort of thing, because we haven't really ever done that before. And then hopefully afterwards, if we still have time, we're going to catch a movie together. And I have no fucking clue what we're going to see, but I guess by the time we get back, we'll just kind of wing it. But I'm really excited to spend Valentine's with her, because I think this is like the first time I've been in a relationship with a girl on Valentine's Day, so it's really cool to actually be able to do the things that I want to do and, get dressed up nice and smell good and all that good stuff that I like to do. But, as far as like Valentine's Day and like what I think it means, I mean, a lot of people kind of do this whole thing where they really think that Valentine's Day is just another day that you should show the person that you love them, and I definitely agree, but I also think that, there's a lot of time between, especially me and Melissa, because like we have been together for like 7 months almost, and our 9-month anniversary isn't until like April, so it's kind of that day in between like her birthday and my birthday, and then like our anniversary, that allows us to really just be romantic and enjoy being with each other and stuff like that. And like for Valentine's Day, I got her Star Wars cookbook, which essentially is like a bunch of like baked goods, and it comes with like Darth Vader, R2D2, and Yoda, and they're all like cookie cutters. So she was like super stoked about that. And then I started a journal that was like all the reasons that I love you kind of thing, and it's all like, how do we balance each other? These are things I remember about you. Like, this is where I see us, kind of thing. And I've got about half of it done, but I gave it to her early because we weren't sure if we were going to stay together, so I wanted to make sure that she had that in case we didn't, and that she would, have that those days that she's, not feeling very confident in herself, and that she could look back at it and remember, hey, like, these are the things that Caleb likes about me, and, I should keep those in mind when I'm, because she tends to, like anyone, she gets those really bad days where she just doesn't believe in herself and doesn't believe in how great she is. So I wanted to do something that she would have forever, that, basically says all these things that I really, appreciate about her. But, Valentine's Day is not about how much you give. Like, I remember listening to people in my social class talk about how she doesn't want her boyfriend to spend so much money, but it's like, I don't know, I'm torn, because as a male, like, I can understand why he would, because I think a lot of males don't really get in touch with their emotional side and think, oh, okay, well, I'll get something that's, big and grand, or that they feel that their loved one deserves something big and grand, and therefore are trying to show in the only way that they can that they really do appreciate them. And if that means throwing money around, that means throwing money around. But as far as me, like, I am pretty emotional for a male, so like I'm very in tune with my emotions, and I can generally describe them very well. So, later down the line, I would maybe go as big as that, but it is me and Melissa's only, like, it's only our first Valentine's, so I'm not gonna, overstep and end up, kind of defeating and feeling like I didn't do as well the rest of the years, because I did so well on the first year. But, like, I don't know, I just think it's one of those days that you do something kind of low-key and but romantic. Like, if my girlfriend had the house to herself today, like, I would have rather just like hung out with her and watched movies and make dinner. Like, that to me would have been awesome. But trying to get away from that and do more things with her, because I think that's more important in a relationship, to keep building and keep experiencing new things together, because I think that's what really brings you together, especially if it's things that you've never done with each other or in general. it's all about, you know, doing all these new experiences and having that bring you close together instead of doing the same old routines that you've done with everyone else and then just putting a new face to it. You know, I've done a lot of stuff, but most of that I've never done with anyone else. And to me, that's what makes our relationship more special, is because she was that person that I did those things with. And I trust her enough to actually be able to do those things. So that's kind of like my rant about Valentine's Day. I do think it's an important day. I just think that it really depends on how you handle it and what expectations you give yourself for those days. But yeah, that's kind of all I have. Since no one gave me a topic, they're just like, I want to hear your voice. So therefore, I talked for like 6 minutes. So have a nice day, guys.